guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to start your fitness journey. Okay, so if you would like to know how I started my fitness journey and just some of the things that I did at the beginning, please stay tuned for this video and make sure you take the time to like, share, and subscribe. All of my subscribers are greatly appreciated. Please make sure you're hitting that notification button so that you can get all the notifications for my content uploads. And let's get straight into it. All right, you guys. So tip number 1 is going to be think about your fitness goals and what your goal is. All right. So that would be the first thing that I recommend you do. And I say this because you want to be clear about what it is that you're trying to do, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because if you don't set a clear goal, when you do start your workout, you're going to kind of be all over the place and, you know, not really knowing what you should do. And that can be kind of discouraging in itself. All right, so you really want to sit down and figure out, hey, what it is that I'm trying to do. For example, when I first started my fitness journey after my baby, it was a post-baby weight loss journey, okay? So in that phase of my fitness journey, I more so focused on my nutrition and also losing body fat, okay? Now, you can lose body fat and build muscle at the same time, but me personally, I'm not a fan of building muscle over top of that. I'm just not a fan of that at all, okay? So me, the way I did my journey was I chose to lose the weight, get my body fat percentage down, and then rebuild my muscles back up, which is my current phase. I'm doing more so of toning and muscle building and a lot of corrective exercises, just correcting different areas of my body, you know, that I've noticed need attention, okay? It's very, like I was saying, you know, it's very important to make sure you know exactly what it is your goal is, because a person who's trying to lose weight and a person who's trying to gain weight, workout will essentially be a little bit different, okay? You want to be very, very clear on that, okay? So, all right, that's tip number 1. So the second tip that I want to give you is you want to figure out how many days a week you want to work out, okay? And in this step, you want to be as realistic as possible, okay? You really want to think about how many days can I really commit to, not what you hear somebody else doing or, you know, just some random number, okay? You really want to make sure that it's something that you can really stick to, something that is really convenient for you in your lifestyle, because that's what's gonna essentially help make your process easier, okay? Because you can't have unrealistic goals. You never really worked out before and then said, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go start working out 5 days a week. You know, that's not really realistic. And to work out 5 days a week and to actually have a regular life, it's pretty hard, okay? So you want to start somewhere where you know that, hey, I can stick to this. Hey, I can really, you know, handle this amount of days, you know? So if starting off, if you can only do 2 days a week, all right, start off with 2 days a week and build on it, okay? Because setting unrealistic goals for yourself when you know that overall your life won't even allow you to be able to do that, you know? Say for instance, you're working 40 hours a week, you know, that plays a part in you being able to go and work out. Then say if you got kids and stuff like that, you got to do stuff with your kids. So you really want to be very realistic about the goals that you're setting for yourself. Because if you set unrealistic goals, more than likely you're not going to stick with it. It's going to start to be discouraging for you and you're not going to want to do it. So Definitely a very important step. Make sure you set yourself realistic goals, okay? So that was tip number 2. And the third tip that I want to give you is you want to find a location for yourself, okay? You want to find a location that is comfortable for you, that you're going to feel comfortable in working out, okay? Because your workout environment also plays a big role in your success of your journey, okay? So, and what I mean by that, some type of examples, you can work out outside, you can do indoor at home workouts, or you can find a local gym in your area, start going to that gym and start working out, okay? But you do want to make sure before you actually go that day to work out, you want to make sure that you kind of know, hey, like, yeah, I'm working out today, I'm going to the gym, and this is what I'm going to be doing, okay? Because it helps you stay consistent, and it helps you have your plan already set up in place. That way it's easier to stick to and easier to remember. All right, so that was just one of the things that really helped me, kind of pre-planning where I'm gonna have those workouts, because I do work out inside my home, outside, and at the gym. And all 3 of those locations be different workouts, okay? I do different stuff in those workouts, right? So definitely something that you need to think about and focus on when starting and planning for your journey, okay? So the fourth tip that I want to give you is fuel your body with the right nutrition, okay? So when working out, you want to, take your time and like do your own research, maybe connect with somebody, ask them questions, because honestly, working out is only a small portion of the journey, okay? The bigger portion of your journey is your eating, all right? You can go work out 7 days a week and have a poor diet and you won't get any results, okay? Because one thing I do know is you cannot outwork a bad diet. Like, you can't do it. You can't outwork a bad diet. You just cannot do it, okay? You need your nutrition to coincide with what your goals are and what you're trying to do in the gym, okay? Example, when I first started my journey, I worked primarily on keeping my body in a calorie deficit. And I also worked more towards figuring out what I needed to fuel my body in that calorie deficit, okay? I figured out what foods that were low in calories that I could eat that would help me stay within my calorie range for that day, okay? And in turn, doing that, that helped me arrange, my meal prep, because I currently do meal prep for my weeks. It definitely makes my eating way, way better. It definitely helps me stick to, whatever goal it is that I have for myself, okay? So say for instance, you're trying to keep your body in a calorie deficit. You want to do about 2,000 calories a day, and you notice that in your meals, you're intaking too many calories in one sitting. You know what I mean? Because I've seen people intake 2,000 calories in one sitting. So it's like, if you intake 2,000 calories in one sitting, and then you go eat another meal, you're already over your calorie intake for the day. So you're now out of your calorie deficit, which is not helping towards your goals. So you really got to sit down and, figure out those foods that you are able to eat, and how to make your meals so that you can stay within your calorie intake for that day, okay? Right now, more so, I'm trying to put my body in a surplus, okay? So with that being said, it's because my workouts are way more intense and I am lifting way heavier weights, and I'm also doing a lot of reps in my workouts, okay? So with me knowing how intense my workouts are, I know that I have to fuel my body for that. I have to feed my muscles for the type of workout that I am doing, okay? So you always want to keep that in mind and make sure that you're focusing on these little details, okay? And tip number 5 I want to give you is stay consistent, okay? So some of the things that helped me stay consistent was I write down my workout plans, I write down my meal prep plans. All of these things help me to stay consistent and continue on my journey. It also helped me to see where I was at and understand some of my bad behaviors so that I could correct them. Because when you're keeping like a paper trail of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and then you have those bad days, or you're like, well, I was doing so good last week, what happened, right? You can kind of look back over the things you did. You can tell like, oh, okay, I went over my calories this day. I ate this. And then you'll start noticing the foods that work well for you in your body. This is really a journey for you to get to know yourself better. Really like aligning yourself and becoming one, okay? So definitely take some of these tips and use them within your journeys. If you have any more questions or anything else you would like for to see on this channel, please make sure you leave those comments down in the comments. And like always, you guys, thank you for watching my video, and please like, share, and subscribe.